Salutations, friends and strangers of the interwebs. Welcome back to the channel, Stevie Wonder Woman. I am said Stevie. Today, I'm going to be talking about a couple of zero tolerance knives. I don't have a lot of experience with zero tolerance. Prior to these, I did have a 0562 titanium. That's a Rick Hinderer design, which this is also a Hinderer design. Get into that one in a second. But I just didn't get much pocket time for me, so I ended up getting rid of it. As I'm talking here, I notice I have a paper cut from an envelope, the envelope that I put my daughter's Valentine's Day card into. I went to, instead of just folding it closed or putting a sticker on it, I actually went old school to lick it and shut it, and I ended up getting a paper cut on my lip, and I'm noticing that. I digress. Anyway, first one we're going to talk about is the 0850. This is a Dmitry Sinkovich and Todd Rexford design, as you can see on the blade there. 20 CV sheep's foot blade. This is nice and slicey. This is thumb studs. Very nice blue carbon fiber on there. If the camera's picking that up, it's done pretty well. I dig the backspacer design. They kind of got this, the design language of the pivot kind of transfers over to the end of the backspacer, and then also onto the thumb studs as well. So pretty consistent with the design language. The ergos are great. This is a full size knife. I think the handle length is like right around 5 inches, so I get a nice purchase on that. That is a 3.375 inch sheep's footy 20 CV blade. I want to say that this is running on bearings, just by the way it feels. I don't know for certain, but the thumb studs are done very well, placed very appropriately. I can thumb flick it, no problem. And if you want to reverse flick it, no problem whatsoever. No problem with slow rolling it. It deploys very well. So, nice. I like this knife. The pocket clip is really done really well on this. It's also a titanium milled pocket clip. This is a nice knife. I think that this is one of the better ZTs. Again, I just said I haven't had much experience with ZT, so of course it's one of the nicer ones that I've handled, because this is only the third one that I've ever handled. But this is done really well. I really like their design language on this. I think it looks really nice. It carries just fine. Carried this in and out of pockets for a good portion of a week. Very slicey. I actually, and I should have taken footage of it, but the day that I had this on me, I actually used it to do a little bit of food prep. And I diced a bell pepper with it. And very slicey. I think that this is a great overall offering from ZT. Made in the United States, of course. And I don't know what these retailed for, and I believe that they are out of stock now. But if you're able to get your hands on one of these, I recommend it. If you're looking for a full size, nice, made in the United States folder, I think that this is something that I could recommend. Again, I don't know what the price is. I want to say, though, when I checked and I saw that they were out of stock, it was less than $250. So I'd say compared to what's out there, you're getting nice carbon fiber, 20 CV, made in the United States. If you can find one for a decent price, I'd say go for it. Not necessarily my style, but I could see myself owning one of these and carrying it. For a larger folder, I think that this is a really nice offering. That is the ZT0850. Moving on. This one is the 0550. Now, I don't have the complete breakdown of how this is custom, but I know that this is a knife that originally came in, I believe, carbon fiber. And SatuDave ended up making his own custom titanium scales for this. So, no backspacer on this, but it's a chunky knife for sure. But he did really nice job on the scales. Everything's nice and rounded. Again, fills out this is substantial. Like it's thick in the hand. This it's a heavier knife for sure, especially compared to this one that's carbon fiber. But the ergos are spot on this, and the I don't know what it was like in the stock configuration, but as is, this locks into my hand. So it's obviously designed off of the original scales. I don't know if this one originally was carbon fiber G10. I think it might have had carbon fiber with a titanium scale. So, but his note says I made the tie scale. So I'm assuming actually that this is the stock scale, and this is the scale, the front scale that he made. But this fills out the hand really nice, and again, not a as big of a handle as the 0850, but that's a good, I don't know, 4-inch handle, I would say, for sure. 4.5-inch handle, maybe. I get a full 4 on it. 3.5-inch blade. Nice jimping that your thumb lands on there. This is also as you can see, a Hinderer design. You can see there. This is a S35VN blade. Thumb studs. Thumb studs are a little. It's a little stiff. The action to deploy, it's there, but you got to work for it. For sure, you got to work for it. It's a little rough on the thumb. It gets, after a while. I've carried this one too. This isn't a fidget knife for sure. It's gonna end up messing up your thumb. If you wanted to reverse flick this, you can. It's not the greatest, but it is possible. But this, again, is a purpose-driven knife. This is a work knife. This isn't going to be a fidget knife. I want to say that this is... Is this running on bearings also? I can't tell. But this is not, like a super... you're not going to get the drop shut, fall shut action on this, which is fine. It doesn't have to. This is a very good offering for a work knife, though. For sure. This is nice. Pockets just fine. Different style clip on there. Good retention. I carried this probably about as much as I carried this one. It's definitely, it's heavy. I don't really notice that in pocket too much, but as I'm, sitting here holding it, it's definitely a substantial knife. You feel this in your hand, whereas this one, although a big knife, it's very light. Obviously, difference between carbon fiber and titanium, right? This is a bigger knife than this one. You barely feel this in your hand. It's nice. This one, that this is in your hand. Like you feel it. It's got substantial weight, and I think that's a good thing. I think that whether this had a titanium scale on it or not, I can see this being a good work knife. S35VN is just fine with me. Again, another made in the United States knife. I think this is also not in stock right now anywhere. Maybe it is. But I believe that in the stock configuration with either the G10 or the carbon fiber scale and the titanium back scale, that this is like a $200 knife. So I believe that you can also change the clip out on this for one of their deep carry clips. I don't know for certain, but I think I've seen this knife with a deep carry clip. So I don't know if that's maybe one that Dave made, or it does have the ZT logo on it though. Is it coming up there? So I don't know if that's a custom clip as well. It doesn't say that it is, so I don't know. But I have seen these with a deep carry loop over style clip on there. So I don't know what's going on with that, but this one carries fine. Overall, I think this was a good exposure for me on to get some ZTs in hand. Um, I like the 0550 a little bit better than the 0562. I think that this would be a little bit more my style. Um, if I had to pick of the two Hinderer designs, I think that this one just feels a little bit better. Out of these two, though, I would definitely go with the 0850 out of, if I had to pick of the three ZTs that I've handled, I would say that this 0850 is the best of the bunch. Again, just a great, you know, I would recommend this knife. And I think, as I'm talking here, I think I originally said it might not be for me. This actually might be something that I would be interested in down the line. I got too many knives right now that I'm chasing to start adding to the list, but I think that when things calm down, if I saw one of these pop up, I would probably go for one of these. And I don't know if there's different variants or not, but this one right here with this blue carbon fiber, I think this one's the winner. This is, and literally in his notes, he wrote down the ZT0850 because I like it. So this is obviously a knife that Dave likes as well, and I think that's one of the reasons why he wanted to send this along for me to check out. But yeah, there you guys go. The 0550 with the custom front scale from SatuDave, and the 0850, both from ZT, both made in the United States, in the good old state of Oregon. If you've noticed, if you follow me on Instagram, you've seen I've taken pictures out in front of the ZT building with both of these last time I was down there. Just happened to be in that area, and I had these knives with me, so I figured it was a good picture to take. ZT in front. I think I just cut myself. It's mine. No, I didn't. But it bit me. This is a nice blade on here. Nice sharp edge on here. That's it, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for Dave. Shout out to SatuDave once again for including these in his badass case of knives for me to check out. Again, his whole purpose for sending me these were he didn't know if I'd like him or not. I didn't know if I'd like him or not, but he knows that these are knives that I don't have in my collection and that I've never experienced. So it's not about do I love them, do I want to buy them. This is something outside of my collection that I'm able to check out, and I really appreciate that. So again, shout out to SatuDave. He'll be linked in the description as always. And also, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I figured out how to do it. And when you scroll down on my channel, I was able to add on my main channel page. I was able to add some recommended channels that you guys will see as you scroll down through my videos. There's a list of channels that you're going to see, and those are all channels that I watch the most. I subscribe to a lot of people. There's so much great content out there, but I'd say you have to expand the list out to see them. Everybody that's listed on there are channels that I legitimately watch their content. I don't care what they're talking about. They're people that I'm going to watch. And so if you got a second, scroll through there. You might see some on there that you're not subscribed to. Give them a check. Everyone that's on there has my recommendation. I think they all put out great content. And to me, it's all about promoting the other channels as well. I appreciate everyone's support me, but I support those channels, and if you support me, I'd like for you to go check out their content, like, subscribe, and show them some love as well. In the meantime, though, that's all I got for you guys. I got to get back to work. This was just a quick lunch break video. Appreciate you tuning in, and until the next one, Deuces.